Hey, everybody. So, if it's Sunday where you are and you're a salesperson, you're probably pretty familiar with the term Sunday Scaries. And that could stem from a bunch of different challenges and issues that you're dealing with at work, whether your forecast is a bit light. Maybe there's a deal you're trying to close, and on Friday you got some unfortunate news that it may not happen. Whatever the case, what I want to tell you today on this Sunday, which I believe will help you greatly, is an old term that has been going around for a while and this is something that has helped me throughout the years. You're probably familiar with the term called manager. And if you don't know what that means, it basically just refers to getting ahead of the news cycle and update cycle with your manager before your manager comes to you and says, hey, how are things going with that deal? Or how did things go last week with fill in the blank, right? So manager is something that you really want to become very fluent in. And most sales managers, if not all across the land, on Friday or at the end of the week, they want you to provide them with a weekly update. And it's important that if you just follow this structure that I'm going to give you right now, your weekly update will be crisp, concise, and your Sunday scaries might not be scary after all. In fact, you'll probably roll it into the week with a little bit of confidence, at least mentally, that you have alerted who you need to alert your manager. You've provided the updates necessary to your manager, and that should take some anxiety and some pressure off of you, right? You've already put it out there. Here's how my week went. Now, look, that's like the extreme. That's the bad side of managing your manager. Sometimes you have great updates, and you still want to make sure you're way ahead of that stuff. So you want to manage the news feed or the news cycle as it gets to your manager. So follow these 3 steps. Always start with a positive opening statement in your email. So this update's going to most likely come through your email. So subject line, keep it simple, weekly update. Open up with, hi, John. Let's say John's your manager's name. And just say something positive. My kid's birthday party on Saturday went off with a bang. Had a great weekend. Hope you did too. Boom. Now, go to the payload. Provide 3 updates on 3 opportunities that are in your forecast that you're trying to close. Give the most recent update you have and make sure that update is reflected in your CRM or wherever you are tracking things. Maybe your manager wants things tracked in Excel spreadsheets. No problem. Just make sure that the update you give in the email is matching what's inside the spreadsheet. Because that spreadsheet is probably something that your manager relies on to report up to management. Maybe this stuff is in Clary. Maybe it's just in Salesforce. Maybe it's in HubSpot. Doesn't matter. The update you give on your 3 opportunities has to match the update that is already in Salesforce. So keep those 2 things in parallel. Keep them both aligned. I have been definitely a repeat offender, let's just say, of not updating things properly. And I've had my hand slapped in the past. It's not fun. So those 3 updates, let's say you have 7 opportunities. It just depends. I'm an enterprise sales, so 3 ops that are moving towards closure with some solid updates that are in POCs, testing, whatever you want to call it. Well, that's great. You might have 7 opportunities, 10 opportunities, whatever it is. Give realistic updates on where they are, why they're stuck, how they're going to get unstuck, why things are moving well, why things are not moving well, whatever the update is. And then just make sure you say, this update is also reflected with the latest and greatest notes in our CRM. Great. The next part of your weekly update is what you have coming up the following week. And what I always do for this, I keep it super simple. Here are the meetings I have coming up. And I try to categorize those or bucket those into new logo meetings. If you're managing accounts and you don't have new logo meetings, no problem. I'm in a hybrid role. I have an existing base of customers that I take care of. And then I also have a new logo number that I need to hit. So I update on who I'm meeting with next week and those company names. I keep that super simple. And then anything that has me stuck, right? So I'm stuck in red lines. This is in legal review. The POC that we have with ABC company isn't quite going that well right now. We're at a bit of a standstill or a stall, and here's why. Provide 3 things to your manager that they can help you undo or unstuck or get you over the line, enable you, support you, and help you. Okay? So just to break that down, let's do it again here. Start with a positive opening statement. My weekend was amazing. How was yours? Here are the updates from opportunities. Everything I just told you in this email is also updated in our CRM. So don't worry, management is going to be up to date when you're not in the room and I'm not in the room. Here's what's coming up next week. Here's who I'm meeting with. And here's where I need help. 4 blocks. Very simple. Send this out every single Sunday night, not on a Friday. If you write it on a Friday, cool. Schedule send Sunday evening. Go enjoy your Sunday evening, relax, get some sleep, come back on Monday, ready to crush it. My name is Ryan. This is the individual contributor. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you think I'm helping you, give me a thumbs up. If you think I'm not helping you, give me a thumbs down. Hit me in the comments. Let me know. I'll try to get better. Okay? Thanks a lot. You take care.